Hello, fellow Earth travelers. Sam Raven here. And today we're going to talk about connecting with spirit and with others. So, first, I want to send you love and light, positive thoughts and energy, because I know uh, there's a lot of fear and doubt and darkness that's going on right now in the world with good reason. However, we, you and me, and so many others are going to be able to change this. We can. And I hope after this video you will have a better understanding of how, when you want to connect with spirit, that process also affects spirit souls within the physical bodies here upon the earth, and how we can change all of that consciousness. So anyway, you have been asking me, how do I connect with my loved one in spirit? And first, I'll say you've all been trying way too hard. It should never be that hard. It isn't that difficult. Um, but you need to know how to do it. And it all begins with you. You, who you are, your vibration, your energy, your thoughts, everything about you is the basis for your connection with others here upon the earth, the energy upon the earth, and your loved ones in spirit. So, I want you to understand that you are made up of particles. All right. Everything about your body is particles. Your thoughts, your words are energetic particles. Every single thing in existence is a form of energy, and everything is made up of energetic particles. Now, I want you to pay attention to this. Okay. Don't like roll your eyes and go, oh man, here we go. I want you to pay attention to this because this is important, and this is the crux. What I'm about to share with you is the basis for how you not only will be able to reach out to your loved one in spirit, but how you are going to help to change the consciousness, the energy upon the earth, and change everything here. You will be able to do that, and it's going to change you, yourself, your feeling, your joy. Okay. I'm going to read to you the definition of something that is called quantum entanglement. Now, no, this is not going to turn into a scientific conversation. However, quantum entanglement is something that you need to understand and to know about. So I'm just going to read you the definition. I'll tell you what it is, how it works, because this is the matrix. This is the formula, if you will. This is the construct of what you will use to reach out to communicate. Okay, so let me read this definition to you. All right, quantum entanglement is the physical phenomenon that occurs when a pair or group of particles is generated, interact, or share spatial proximity in a way such that the quantum state of each particle of that pair or group cannot be described independently of the state of the others, including when particles are separated by a large distance. Okay, so what does that mean? Basically, what we are saying is that every single thing is connected. What you do here, not only what you do, but what you think, what you say, how you feel, all of that is energy and is made up of energetic particles that, in fact, do influence, connect with other souls. Those souls are both souls like yourself and like me, a soul that is still embodied here on earth, or it could be the soul of a loved one or any other spirit being. So we, with what we think they do here, can actually influence and be received by another soul or group of souls 3,000 miles away from you. You don't need to know who the heck they are, but what you think and say is affecting everything. It is affecting those people. We are not separate. We are in fact connected. If you envision like itty bitty little tiny violin strings connecting all of us, you can't see them, but we are connected. Every single living thing is connected energetically by those strings. And when you have a thought, when you utter words, the vibration goes across those strings and reaches others. So, that said, when you want to connect with your loved one in spirit, you understand that it begins with you, your energy, your thoughts, your words, your deeds. In order for you to have a very good connection with that person, you need to alter and shift where you are in your thoughts. I know you miss your loved ones terribly. I have lost loved ones. I know how painful it is. I know how much we grieve. And we do. And grief is important. You have to go through that period of grieving. But we cannot hold on to that and feel sorry for ourselves because our loved ones don't want you to do that. They are on their journey and they have carried on. You must carry on, and you are still here embodied in this physical body because you still have things to do here. All right. Now, one of the questions that I get uh, is why? Why did my loved one leave? Why did they die? So first of all, you have to understand they're not here on your schedule. They have their own journey, they have their own time frame, as do you. You are here on a schedule, you have your journey, you have your mission, you have your purpose. They have or had theirs. They are still on their journey, except that they're not in the physical body anymore. They're still around, but they're just existing in a different form, carrying on with their journey. And it is important for you to support them on that. So they're not here on your schedule. You came here to do something, they came here to do something. Our paths crossed, and they do. And when our paths cross, it is because we are here to help each other move forward on the journey. My path crosses yours right now so that somehow, some way, I can help you to move forward on your journey here. And you, if your path crosses mine, you are here to somehow, some way help me move forward on my journey. And if I can't be helping you, I have no business being in your life. We are here to support each other in that movement of our journey moving forward. So your loved one was not here and never will be here on your schedule. You have your schedule, they have theirs. Another reason they're not here is perhaps because they have finally gotten to the point that when they came into your life, it's like they were a gift to you. And if it gets to the point where their soul, maybe not their brain, but their soul realizes that they are no longer serving their purpose here, they are not fulfilling their mission, they're going to go. Time to leave. If that person, that loved one, is not being recognized and embraced by you in terms of um, moving forward on the journey and embracing with love, helping each other. If you are no longer serving each other that way, there's no reason for each of you to continue to be in each other's lives. Your loved one may also have decided that they need to reincarnate again someplace else. They might be called back to service. Their soul is always in communication with God, with the Great Spirit. And their soul can have this communication, says, you know what? I don't think I'm really doing what I came here to do. I think I've gone as far as I possibly can in this situation. Right now, I don't see any other way out of it. So perhaps I need to return and start over in a different place, in a different life, a different circumstance, make different choices. So often, in the case of suicide, for example, and my brother committed suicide, um, often they do have that feeling. Their soul knows that they will be of better service elsewhere. So again, they will choose to return to God, to that greater consciousness, that greater energy field, and reincarnate again in another place. And the other thing is, spirit may also have decided that they would be of better service to you if they were in spirit. If they go back to what I call the home office, they might be able to actually influence you more, whether you're aware of it or not. They may be opening doors for you. They may be inspiring you. They may be protecting you. They may be giving you creative ideas. They are helping you, and they might feel that they can best serve you from that existence, from that place, as a spirit guide, as a teacher. So don't feel that you have been abandoned at all. And it is important for you to stop feeling sorry for yourself. All right. Now, your thoughts are energy. The words that you speak have now empowered your thoughts a little more, so they're a little bit stronger, and you're putting words out there that also have energy. Going back to the quantum entanglement, the things that you think, the words you speak, affect others, other particles in other parts of the world. So, in fact, you could be saying something right now that is affecting someone in China. It is important that your thoughts and your words are positive. We must continue to think positive because that is the light. Love is the light that will light up the room of darkness. And right now on the world, on the planet, there certainly is a whole lot of darkness that is going on, and we can't feed it. We can't fight it because that's also feeding it. We can't become a part of it. We must maintain positive thoughts and light. Saying I love you is the highest possible energetic vibration that you could possibly put out there. And even if you think about someone you don't like, still think and say I love you, because what happens is that when you put out that positive energy and that highest, that's God speaking. When you put that energy out, I love you, towards someone that you may not like, then that energy is actually going to dissolve the darkness within them, and it will uplift the relationship and the connection between you. Even if you don't know this person, you can help to change the consciousness on the entire planet. We can shift this, and it starts with you. Now, and this also is the important thing about making a connection with your loved ones in spirit. They are in a high vibrating place. They don't want to hear you moaning and groaning and feeling sorry for yourself. They don't. They don't need it. They don't want it. You don't need it, and you don't want it. You must learn to embrace joy while you are still here, because that is the best thing you could possibly do for your loved ones. Now, one of the things that's going to be very important also, when you consider the words that you speak, I want you to stop. If you do this, if you cuss, if you use the F bomb a lot as part of your everyday language, stop it. Do you have any idea what a low vibration that is? Our language has become so coarse and so base, and it's become so acceptable for us to say negative things and low vibrating words and language. It's bringing everybody down, and the energy connection between all of us is becoming darker and lower. Our job is to raise it. If we want to get out of this quagmire that we find ourselves in right now on the planet, we have to get out of that. And that also goes for connecting with your loved one in spirit. If you use foul language, stop it right now, because that doesn't help you and it doesn't help your loved one. And if you continue to do that, you will not have a successful communication, a pure, loving, light connection with your loved one in spirit. We must change our attitudes. We must change how we present ourselves and our thoughts to the rest of the world, to everyone, to all souls, animals, plants, the earth, the people, the spirits. All the spirits are around and they hear you are surrounded. You are one of the most powerful beings in existence, and you are surrounded by angels and spirit guides and all kinds of beautiful beings here to help you. They don't want to hear you cuss. You certainly wouldn't be dropping the F bomb in front of Jesus if he was here, would you? And how do you know he isn't? Jesus is here. He and I have conversations often. He will appear. other spirit beings appear. The angels are around us. They don't want you using that kind of language. They want you to be love and light. And so does your loved one in spirit. So, all right, now here's something that you can do. And the other thing that's very, very important is not only the quality of the words, the thoughts and the words that you're going to be using here, but it is important that you have integrity with your feelings. So many people will pray, or they call it prayer. They speak to Jesus, they speak to God, but it's lip service. They have to have top quality love and light and integrity behind their words. What does it mean to just say, oh, well, gee, I really love you, I did this, or God help me, yada, yada. It's nothing. It's words. It's yada, 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 yada. The thing that energizes those words is the love, is the integrity, is it, you mean it. You mean it. And that falls into that whole quantum entanglement thing. Your thoughts and your words and your integrity of heart is what travels along those little invisible violin strings and reaches your loved one in spirit, reaches God, reaches Jesus, reaches the angels, and reaches other souls who are still embodied here on this planet. The way that you guys are thinking and what you're saying reaches me. And it is important that we all have this wonderful energetic shift that becomes positive. So, here's a little exercise that you can do, but make sure that you get yourself in alignment. You have to get yourself prepared and ready to have this communication. Because if you don't, you're going to be communicating to the wrong people. All right? So, light, love, positive. Just take out all the cuss words from your language. It is not part of your everyday language anymore, ever. And do not complain. Do not feel sorry for yourself. Don't complain about your neighbor. I know there's things that don't suit you, but we can't have everything our way. We have to think positive. And when you do that, okay, in World War I, in fact, my grandfather was a part of this. World War I, the Allied forces on Christmas Eve began to sing Christmas carols, and the Germans on the other side started singing Christmas carols. Next thing you know, they all laid down arms, knowing that at some point they, by law, by government, they have to kill each other. But on Christmas Eve, they all came together. And they're all showing each other photos of their loved ones, their families, their children, their wives. All of these soldiers were there on the front lines, armed to kill each other. But that night, when they put down their arms and they began to sing, the energy changed, and it was love. So your enemies, all of a sudden, all that darkness, it all melts away. All that negative, it melts away. Because when you embrace someone else and when you say, I love you, and you don't even have to see the person or say it to their face, just think it. Just put it out there because somebody in another country far, far away is going to receive your thought. And it's going to change the consciousness of the planet. And your loved ones in spirit will receive that. All right, so here's what you're going to do. Take a piece of paper. You're going to write a note to your loved one in spirit, and you're going to keep your note positive. Don't tell them how bad your life is. Do not tell them how woe is me. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to die without you. They don't want to hear it. They don't need to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Doesn't serve them. Doesn't serve you. So let's keep it positive. Keep it light. Keep it bright. Tell your loved one, yes, you can say, I miss you. Absolutely. Of course you do. But acknowledge the fact that you understand that they're continuing their journey. You support them on their journey, just like sending your son or your daughter off to university. You wouldn't hold them back from that higher education because you're being selfish, because you want to keep them at home. No, they must continue their journey. They must continue their education. They must go to university. You let them go, but you can still communicate. So in this note, tell your loved one how much you love them, how much you're supporting them on their journey. Thank them for watching over you. Tell them how grateful you are that they were a part of your life and that you know that they are still with you and they are supporting you and you are going to make them proud. You understand they're continuing with their higher education. You are here because you still have a mission to do. You're going to see each other again, but tell them how much you care and you appreciate their support. You appreciate their love. After you finish your note, I want you to roll it up, say a little prayer to God, and thank God for delivering your message directly to your loved one. And then you're going to burn it. Now, burn it in a safe place, mind you. All right. No fires in the living room, on the coffee table. So do this in a safe place, in the sink, outside, in the barbecue, whatever. But the smoke from your note will cross over, it crosses into the other dimensions. And the smoke will carry your message directly to your loved one. If you would like for them to give you a sign, you can ask them to do so in your note. If you, um, but they will choose. Don't direct them how to do it. Just say you would like to see a sign or hear from them. It might be something in the sky that you see. It might be a cardinal. It might be pennies on the floor, something in the clouds. It might be in a dream. It might be, you might see them. They may appear to you. You might have a lucid dream where you're interacting together and you have a conversation. So I want you to do that. Keep your language bright, light, and loving always. From here on in, I want you guys to make a promise to yourselves, to me, to God, to your loved ones, that from now on, you are going to think positive thoughts no matter how dull and dim and dark things seem to be, because you will be able to lighten it up with your thoughts, with your love every day, every single day. Just say, I love you. Even if you're just telling the trees outside, tell the tree, I love you. Tell the plants, tell your dog, tell your cat. Tell the strangers, and you don't have to say it face to face. You can just think it as you walk by somebody on the street. Think, I love you. You don't know who they are, but you know the energy of your thought has the most power in existence. And that's how we're going to change things here on the planet. That's how you're going to be able to connect with those in spirit. And this is a starting point. All right? So it's all up to you. Okay. So there we are for the moment. We will have more coming up. I also want to apologize. It's taken me a while to get this video up. I did do another one, and man, I was having a hard time with Facebook trying to get it uploaded. So I've recorded yet another just now, and we'll see if I can get this one up and running. So anyway, Sam Raven here, and I am glad that you have tuned in and you're here. If you have any questions, please send me your questions. There's a lot out there, I know. Be bright, be positive, be light. I love you. All right. And I'll see you again in the next video. Okay. Bye.